Well, good evening, everybody. Nobody, who knows? Who knows out there? It is I, Claude the Balls, with the Claudeophile show. So it's Kent Over the Claudeophile. I could be forgiven for thinking so because I got a mention on his show, and everybody clapped. They said, "Now give a cheer for Cloudy." They call me Cloudy Balls. Oh, hello.
Hey, how's
Woohoo.
it going?
Not bad. Thanks. Sorry about the football.
Yeah, you probably have no idea how important that is.
No, what? So is this who is it? Who is it again playing?
Well, I'm in Cleveland or near Cleveland,
Right.
so Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I've heard the name, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll stay on
Yeah.
for 10 or 15 minutes and then go watch it. But
Yeah.
it
No, that's
starts
fine. I
right.
don't do you know. And yeah.
Yeah, it starts right at 1:05. That's what time same time yours started. So I can miss I can miss the first 10 minutes. They're going to lose
Ten minutes,
anyway. My team
thank you.
always
Uh,
loses.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Where
maybe it
did
will
you say
bring you luck.
you're in France or Australia? Not
Yes,
Australia.
but at the moment I'm in Singapore. Singapore.
Oh, that's right. Singapore. But you're
I'm
from
in
France.
Singapore. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
originally, and I've got ancestors from all over the place. So that's why my accent's a bit funny. My mother
I
was
had
English born, so
I had a I was a musician in a former life, and I had a
oh,
audio mastering website, and this guy from France, um, I mastered some music for him, and he liked what I did, and then he got on this website that his fans gave him enough money to record an album, and he actually flew in. I was living in Cincinnati, Ohio. He flew in, and I produced his album, and I played bass on it too. And it was extremely stressful because I thought he knew English more than he did, and so we had a really hard time
uh,
communicating.
oh,
Yeah,
and
he didn't really have a good grasp on English, and of course I knew
oh
no
dear,
French. So,
yeah. Well,
uh,
um, nowadays you have Google Translate. You can just do it all on your
yeah,
phone.
you're right. But
But yeah.
yeah, it was really stressful because I booked them for 2 weeks. I thought we could get it done in 2 weeks, and I should have booked 3 weeks at the studio. It just was too frantic, and then the difficulty of the language barrier. Fortunately, his music was really simple. That was only saving grace. It's kind of
Oh,
like
that's
it's kind of like I would kind of call it more like folk.
oh, right,
His name
okay.
is Sylvan Zebo. You can look him up. I don't think he's hit the
Yeah,
big time, but it's like
yeah.
Zebo is his last name.
That's a great last name.
Yeah. So
Mr. Logo has joined us too. So,
Hello, Claude. Hello, Woohoo.
hello,
How are you doing?
thank you. So, Mr. Woohoo and Mr. Logo.
yeah. So any Kent Hovind news, or is he's keeping his nose clean pretty much these days?
Well, the other day, well, not really. He comes on and he has a channel on YouTube which he pretends he doesn't control. It's called Dr.
Okay.
Dino. So he'll say, "Oh, it looks as though some people are putting up my stuff, and you're welcome to do it." But he knows it's streamed when he streams. It's Joseph. It's his tech guy. So he's just dishonest. I don't personally care. He can do whatever. But he claimed, when he got booted off YouTube, he claimed, oh, it didn't matter. And he was going on Rumble. He was doing all those things. But then he's realized that by not being on YouTube, he's losing quite a few views. So he's just a duplicitous person.
Yeah, he's something else.
But he has finally admitted that the fourth wife, Sandra, is gone. So,
Oh, really?
he said the other day it's just a little small that the divorce is going through on the 28th. So,
Oh, like a real divorce, huh?
yeah, it was. So that means there must have been a real marriage because we all thought he'd annul it and annul it. Yeah, but
Oh, well, that's news.
yeah, well, that's the words he used. So I put a clip up about it, of course.
Oh, I'll check it out because
Yeah, it's one of the shorts. Yeah, one of the in the last few days.
I could see Sandra just making him get married for real, forcing him into a legal marriage.
Yeah.
Is he not still married to Mary Tocco?
Well, yeah, there is that confusing aspect. Yes, he possibly still is. Yeah.
Well, they weren't married legally, so.
Oh, they weren't. Oh, okay.
No, the Mary Tocco and Cindy Lincoln were sham marriages.
Ah.
So he just says he's got an annulment, which is weird because that's kind of a Catholic term. Yeah. And he's never professed, he doesn't like anything about Catholicism until he can use this, use it to.
Well, the funny thing is, divorce is in the Bible; it's biblical, but annulment isn't. So using annulment is, if you want to take him literally, then it's wrong. And annulment means the marriage. It's as though the marriage never happened. That means he was fornicating.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Either
you
can't have it both ways.
He's screwed because Jesus said that you're committing adultery if you remarry for a reason other than infidelity. So he's screwed on both ways.
Yes.
And he always makes it look as if the unbeliever departs, like as if Sandra was an unbeliever.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's misinterpreted. He's deliberately unbeliever anywhere in the Bible and all the 40 other verses that it's mentioned means an unbeliever in God. He claims that verse is an unbeliever in the marriage. So he's just a lying shite.
I mean, even he has to realize that's bullshit. BS.
It's bullshit. Yeah, you're allowed to say bullshit on this.
I'm allowed to. Okay.
Yeah, we could get away with that. But it's just, look. If he was more honest about these, I wouldn't be attacking him and his personal life. But he puts himself out there as this great, wonderful guy. So expert on women. Have you seen lately? I mean, Sooty's been talking. Mr. Logo. He's been talking a lot about women and what they should be like, and everything is the woman's fault. The guy just gets off scot-free.
Well, that's the. Is he what they consider an independent fundamental Baptist?
Yeah, I think so.
That's kind of their thing. They're all misogynists, so that's kind of their deal.
Very, I don't know how the women put up with it.
I don't know. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have a new woman yet. But
well, who knows? Maybe she will emerge after the divorce.
Oh, that's right. If he has, he could have someone in the wings there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But I would say the day after they get divorced, she'll pop up, whoever she is.
But he will have he can't. He's the sort of person that needs a woman to take care of him. He could never take care of himself, and in all sorts of ways. And he's actually quite, he's quite a dirty mind for this part. Some of the jokes he says are quite close to the bone. So I enjoy that. I mean, I don't mind that, but he claims to be special. Well, I don't.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember, I came on maybe a month ago and told you that I visited Dinosaur Adventureland and for a day or two, and told you the stories. But I might go back. I might stay overnight. If you stay if you stay more than 2 nights, I'll put you to work.
Put you to work. Just about 1 hour before you're due to be put to work.
It's all for free, right? Except
it's for free.
except when it's not, right? Work isn't free, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad about it now. I did put a little bit of money in the donation box just because he did spend a few hours with me. So
that's fine.
So I gave him enough money for what I felt was worth it, but I didn't tell him I gave him anything. I just put it in his little donation box, and he doesn't ask. He's smart about. He's not like most evangelical Christians who he's pretty. What's the word? He's not extremely. I'll give him credit for that. He doesn't beat you over the head with trying to get money out of you. But
I think probably most people like you, if they go and he treats them okay, well, they're going to leave something just as a decent thing to do, even if you don't support him.
Yeah,
well, that's fine.
Yeah, they fed me too. I ate lunch, so I it was worth it.
I mean, even if someone paid a trip to that, I would not go. Because there are better things to do in even currently it's too dangerous to go to USA for us. But even if someone paid and gave me more money for whatever, I would not go there.
Right.
I would like to go undercover and just report on it. That's the only thing I'd like to do.
I was pretty much undercover. It was more curiosity. It was just on my bucket list to visit a cult. I've always been fascinated with cults. I was like, I just fascinated, especially like the Jim Jones thing and the Heaven's Gate cult. The one where they all wore Nike shoes and drank poison and thought they were gonna be on the alien ship when Hale-Bopp comet was here, and that was a weird cult. And,
oh goodness, some of them are terrible. Well, they're all cults are generally
well, I'm kind of to the point. Well, all religions, and I'm going to throw politics in there too, are cultish. And I mean, just varying degrees, and maybe all groups have a varying degree of cultishness, because no matter what the group is or what the theme is, there's going to be a certain amount of they're going to steer you in a direction that you might not have gone if you were alone and free thinking. So it's just a part of being human, I guess. I mean, I guess learning the fact that languages could be considered cultish behavior, because there's no way that you could just invent your own language and get through it with life. You have to like say, okay, I'm going to have to learn the language my parents are speaking, because I can't really buck up against this. So,
Soot Kettle says, if I was to go there, I'd have to go undercover, but I'd have to mute myself.
Yeah, like I said, I was very nice. I didn't tell him. I kept my mouth shut until the end, and I asked him the two questions. I said about the moon, the craters on the moon, because his theory made no sense. And I asked him two questions, and surprisingly, he said, "I don't have an answer." He didn't even try to make one up.
Oh, wow.
He was like, "Yeah, his theory about the crater of the moon. I don't have to repeat it, but basically, the waters from the deep ejected material and hit the glass ice firmament, and all the shrapnel created the craters." And I'm going, well, what about the other side of the moon? There's lots of craters there. And then what about Mercury? There's a lot of craters on Mercury. What about Pluto? And he goes, I never thought about that. How could you be a doctor and not think about why there's craters on other planets and other moons surrounding other planets? So
his science just doesn't stack up at all, but he's just confident, and the cult followers believe everything they're told.
Yeah, and I don't think he's ever opened up a book that, like a real science book. It's all been geared towards a religious science or
yeah.
whatever.
It doesn't really. What was he talking?
I don't think he's challenged himself in any way and read up on what the mainstream science is.
He was talking the other day about the speed of light and saying they can slow it down. Yes, under laboratory conditions, there's certain ways to slow the speed of light, but not in a vacuum, not in space. And it doesn't actually help his argument for the age of the Earth, because if light is slow, then slows down, then the universe is going to be even older. So he doesn't have a very good brain on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, light travels slower in water too. So we know that light travels slower in mediums, but you're correct. And in outer space, without any resistance, it travels at that speed. But yeah, I mean, I can look at the moon and go, damn, that thing's pretty damn old. Look at all them craters. If we would have seen if the Earth was created 6,000 years ago, we'd have a lot of eyewitness accounts of crater. Although his way around it is saying that it all happened during the flood when there was only 8, not when everyone died except for 8 people. So that's their trick. Everything they can explain, they say that happened during the flood. Like the dinosaur fossils. And his argument, the layer argument, is crazy, where the bigger animals got buried deeper than the lighter animals. So it doesn't make any sense. So that's well, I mean, I think anybody with even a high school education could be smart enough to go, that doesn't make any sense.
Let's hope so. Yeah. He's responsible for a whole lot of people getting stupider.
I mean, I know some pretty smart people that gone to college and believe that stuff, but that's the cult. That's the cultish part of that. And I grew up a Christian, and I kind of veered towards fundamentalism at one point in my life, and I never really bought. I can't say I went way down that rabbit hole. I was able to split my brain in two because I like science and Carl Sagan, and I could believe the two things kind of in a weird way and simultaneously. But at some point I said, if animals were dying millions and millions of years before Adam and Eve,
hello. Are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Oh, good.
The other one.
Mr. Woohoo's dropped out. Yeah. Well, he's still showing, but he's gone. So how is Europe, Mr. Lego?
Oh, good. Pretty good. Yes. Getting colder now. October.
Oh, yes. Going into winter.
Yes.
Yes, crazy times. I feel the world is not in a very good state at the moment, but what I do know is thoughts and prayers is not going to sort anything out. Hello, Mr. Lego.
Yes.
Oh, you are still there. Yes, good. I don't know what happened to Mr. Woohoo, but
he was just cutting out. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just totally cut out now. Like he's showing on my screen. I know he's going to watch the American football. So, yeah. Apparently, my stream, I started it right at the start time of American football. That's bad.
Where is Big Bad Mama when we need him?
I don't know where Big Bad Mama is. Yeah. I've seen Mama lately on the when Missing Mind has a show, but that's a various shorts.
He made some video again in his desert, right, where he is climbing on a rock, I guess.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I hope you guys didn't hear. I got a phone call. I don't know what happens when that. I hope you
can
didn't
now,
hear me.
yes.
I hope you didn't hear me on the phone call. I didn't know if that would like come through your show.
But no, it didn't. So
Oh, that's good.
No. So
I'm kind of new to the live.
It just went blank.
Oh, okay. Though that's good to know for the future.
Yes, you'd want to make sure you don't want your private calls.
Yeah.
It looks as though when your phone goes, it cuts. If you're on the phone, it cuts it out, which is good. Someone's saying Big Bad Mama is probably hiking somewhere. Yeah, he probably is hiking. Yeah, so I don't know. I've just continue on making a few shorts from. It's easy to get content because he puts up the most ridiculous things. And if he's contradicted himself, I like to find the previous show where he said something different, clip both and put them up together so that the millions
how did
can
Kent
see.
get on your radar?
Me, years ago, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago. I was listening to, followed some of his stuff, and I thought, oh, this is lunacy. And then I followed he was in prison, and then when he got out, he started doing those. I think he found, the internet then and started doing shows. So he got on my radar. Mainly because I don't like people being sucked in by him. That's the problem. I don't like it.
I think that's when he got on my radar right after he got out of jail. Somehow I read his story, and then I've been following ever since. Although I've kind of in recent years, when he got kicked off of YouTube, I stopped. I didn't really want to follow him on Patreon, or wherever he is, so I just kind of lost touch. And plus, I'm trying to think of the guy that used to. This guy that had a Facebook page that used to follow him pretty closely, and he stopped following him. And
Robert Beatty.
Yeah, Robert Beatty, and when he
Claude,
stopped.
Claude, are there not better topics? Are there not better topics than Kent, like Kenneth Copeland, who are maybe more dangerous, right? Who are maybe more dangerous for education than Kent with his little group. And there are maybe others like who is that? Ken Ham and such people, right?
I think I'll give Kent credit. I think the reason Kent's easier is he is more accessible. He will talk to people. He will interact with us plebeians, whereas Ken Ham and those Copeland, they wouldn't talk to us. And they wouldn't interact with us. They wouldn't fight with us. But Ken at least gets pleasure out of going toe to toe with us common folks. So.
Yeah, I just find him, I just find him objectionable. So that probably is part of the attraction to sort of going after him as opposed to the others. There's probably other people go after people like Kenneth Copeland. I mean, people are just unbelievable for this guy to get rich, sending money and love offerings and all this seeds of faith and all this shite.
There's a new cult forming. There's a new cult forming right now, right? That South African preacher who was predicting
Brother
the rapture,
Joshua.
And all these people fell for him on TikTok and gave away all their possessings. And then the crying face came, like, I gave everything.
I've been following that really close. I've been watching every second of that.
What's his name?
His name is Brother Joshua, and then he predicted he said Jesus talked to him predicted the rapture for the September 26th and 27th, and he said he was a billion % sure it was going to happen. And then when it didn't happen, he said that he had the wrong calendar. It wasn't the Gregorian calendar, it was the Julian calendar. I'm not sure why Jesus wouldn't have brought that up, but so he moved the date to October 6th and 7th, and that has passed now. So now he said it's the Enoch calendar, which I'm not sure what that even means, the Enoch calendar, but I don't know what I'm to the point where I've given up. Like I'm done following it because it's just become insane.
I guess the goalposts have rocket thrusters already, right?
Yeah.
In motion.
Yeah, that's totally insane. But there are thousands of people saying they've confirmed they were having dreams. Thousands of people posting on YouTube about their dream, how it was going to happen on September 26th and 27th, and how their children were having dreams.
One lady gave her kids away.
Yeah, I mean,
which isn't so funny anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't doubt that the kids were having dreams because their parents were probably like putting it in their head all day long. And you couldn't help but to have a dream about the rapture when your parents. Now, if some kid in a tribe that never heard of Jesus had a dream and you could verify it, that he had a dream that Jesus came to him and said it would be the 26th and 27th, I might put a little bit more weight into it, but kids are impressionable and they're doing what their parents are putting in their brains. And at any rate, I mean, Jesus, if the whole thing was real, he would have come back by now. There's no way he'd wait 2,000 years. It would have been over. In fact, the Bible implies that it's going to happen within the life of their disciples, and that it's going to come soon. And Jesus is knocking at the door. It's going to happen at any moment now. And so they is really a false prophecy from the get-go. From the very beginning.
If you want to make really something funny, should take these rubber puppets or some and fill it with helium. And
well, there have been people that have done that. Yeah, that just for get the goat.
Maybe that was done right.
Helium people, but I've always thought, well, how does this happen on a practical level? Like if you're, I'm allowed to bring this up because he said I could cuss, but if you're pooping when you're called up into the clouds, are you like streaming up into the sky while you're pooping? Is there like poop going to be raining down from the clouds from all the people that were on? Because assuming there's like 100 million Christians that go up into the clouds to meet Jesus, at least 1 million of them are going to the bathroom during this phase.
Yeah.
So
all sorts of things that could be up to.
Yeah, and then how do you breathe up there? The oxygen levels are low. It's cold. Is Jesus gonna set you up with oxygen masks and warm woolly coats? I've got questions, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And obviously, if the pilot is flying a plane and he gets raptured, the plane's going to crash. But I guess it doesn't matter because the people that are going to die are the people that weren't raptured. So I have a lot of questions of how this actually works realistically. But a lot of questions. But I don't think I'll get answers.
No.
I don't think I'll get good answers anyway. Where's Mr. Logo from?
Me, I'm living in Sweden.
Oh,
but I'm originally German.
Oh, German, okay.
Yes.
I've been to Germany once. I was telling Claude I was a musician in a former life, but I played in, it's called a DoD band, which is Department of Defense, and played on military bases and back in the 90s, way back. And then I went to Berchtesgaden to play there for 2 weeks. So that was my time in Germany.
Berchtesgaden. Yeah, nice.
I saw all of Hitler's old hangs and went up to the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah, okay. No, I was never visiting that place.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was a little eerie. It was a little eerie there. The backdrop was a little eerie, and then all there was still at that time a lot of kind of white supremacy kind of going on in that area, and it was a little bit weird, but it was a weird vibe, to be honest with you. I walked into one bar and this guy went Heil Hitler, which was kind of weird. I thought they had gotten over that by now, but there was still
this was the
some of that
90s,
going on.
right?
Yeah.
The 90s. There was, but that these organizations pretty quickly got banned.
Oh, that's
right?
good.
Which is a good thing, because we have the ability to do that in our system from the experience of an actual fascist regime, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's. But I was only there for 2 weeks, and we had a good time. They had, and in fact, in the place we stayed, they had a bunker that you could visit underneath the hotel, an old Hitler bunker that obviously he didn't use. They were trying to get him there, but he wanted to stay in Berlin. They wanted to move him to Berchtesgaden, but
I think Berlin is also pretty interesting because there's a part which you can visit that is like, but you need like boots with waterproof, because the part is still flooded with water. There's some kind of digging more deep into these bunkers that are underground, what the usual tourist doesn't see. I'm sure if people search online, there are even guided tours of that, which I would say it's like hilarious, right?
Yeah,
but I never took it. I never took that myself, that tour or something.
Yeah, this bunker was kind of damp and a little bit wet down there and a little bit moldy. It was, I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time down there, but I had to see it. And but it was cool. We went into Austria because Austria is really close to there, and saw wherever Mozart was born. Was that
Was he somewhere around Salzburg or something?
Yeah, Salzburg.
Yeah.
And
Salzburg is Mozart from morning to evening.
Yeah, we went into some salt mines and cool.
Salzkammergut. There's a salt mine. I visited when I was very, very young with my parents, but there's a salt mine, and even I think a salt lake below the underground salt lake, and big salt stocks and stuff. Right?
I mean, it's
which
beautiful
was exploited in the Middle Ages or something back then.
Yeah, we visited a castle too, which I'll never remember what the name was, but it was on a lake, and then we took a boat over to the castle, and it was, the Alps are beautiful. It's amazing, but so I was really fortunate to be able to see a lot of the world when I was young. I was like 25 or 25, and got to see most of the world, at least the Mediterranean area. So.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
I didn't get to France, but got to Spain and Greece and Italy and Turkey and Greece. So,
that's all very nice.
I like Turkey. I really enjoyed Turkey. I'm sure it's changed a lot since the 90s, but I had a good time.
Yes, a lot more busy, a lot more people now, even more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I want to go to France because I'm a big Jim Morrison fan. I want to go to see his gravesite in Paris.
Père Lachaise Cemetery.
Yeah, I'll do it someday. I did.
Why not?
I've been going to Africa recently, so in Nairobi. So I've been going there every year. I'll go there again in January, if they let me. Might not be that easy. But I was going to go to Tanzania too, and what's that city on the ocean there? Zanzibar.
Oh, that sounds quite exotic. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I love to travel, and I mean that's probably when I'm happiest is when I'm traveling. So that's why I visited Kent, because I went down to Alabama shores, and he was on the way, so I said I have to stop there. I can't miss him. And You know what's weird is looking back on it is Sandra was she was invisible. I was hoping to see her, and I was wondering if there wasn't a strain then. This would have been 2 years ago.
They seemed all right till up about Christmas time, and she was still coming on and cuddling him on screen and singing a song to try and rescue his horrible song that he would try and sing. So she seemed all right till then, but I think it came to an end quite quickly. They must have realized.
Yeah, something must have really got her go, because she seemed like she was gonna like fall on the sword to him until the bitter end.
Well, Kent's sister-in-law put a thing up, a comment, and we believe it is Kent's sister-in-law, it's Diane Hovind, and saying that this lady's, it was tired of Kent's narcissism and misogyny, So I suspect that's probably right.
Oh, well, we know he's a narcissist. There's no doubt about it. I've never, like we were talking the last time I got on here, he's never admitted blame for anything.
No.
He'll talk in generalities.
Yes. Oh, yes. No. He was never at fault.
Yeah. When you ask him, well, what have you done wrong? And he wouldn't be able to come up with anything.
No. So, evaded taxes.
Yeah.
So how did?
Well, nothing's ever been his fault. The marriages, the taxes.
No.
But yeah, I saw some of the old things when his son stole all his property came up on my feed the other day, and that was wonderful times when those two were feuding, and I think he put up a short about the underwear and
the pocket knife or the Swiss Army knife and the underwear. Return my underwear, or I'm reporting it.
That was one of my favorite stories, because like father, like son. He was just like, he beat his dad at his own game.
Yeah, well, that's right. Oh dear.
Eric Hovind seems a little bit less of a problem than Kent, but
yes, I can't imagine him raising his kids the same way Kent did. So,
yeah, but Eric's still kind of full of BS.
Oh yes, and taking grifting.
I just watched last weekend. In fact, I watched an old video of him debating Hugh Ross, which Hugh Ross is an old Earth creationist. Yes. And I'm grateful that there are people like Hugh Ross out there that at least believe the science and the data.
Yes.
And can put up a good argument, and because like an educated person Christian isn't gonna fall for the young Earth creationism thing. So at least you have people like you that would appeal to someone that's more logical, more reasonable.
I hope so. I just want to give every opportunity for Kent's followers to query and question him and leave.
Yeah.
But there always seems to be fools somewhere or other.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it amazes me what people, just in my country, at least half of them believe crazy shit. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just have to go about your business and lead your life as best you can, and try to ignore the nuts. And unfortunately, there's sometimes you can't ignore them because they affect our lives. And but I try not to let the craziness drive me mad. So, but
same here.
Yeah, a lot of our politics here in America are influenced by the Christian right. It drives me crazy, but there's not anything. I'm kind of out. All I can do is vote, and if anybody asks me my opinion, I give it to them. But that's about all I can do. and just hope that someday it fades. So,
yeah,
but
yeah, absolutely.
I,
Well, all I can do is keep on putting up some clips and shorts. People will watch the shorts than the longer videos, and just highlighting the things about, it's not a safe place, in my view, for kids. Dinosaur Adventure Land, all his marriage woes that are never his fault.
yeah. Well, his following has definitely decreased. I can't imagine he's getting the same amount of donations now. He has to be
No,
hurting on some level. Although I do think there has to be at least one very wealthy person supporting him. But
yeah,
he can't be doing as well as he was 3 or 4 years ago.
no.
I don't know, but he's building that ark, so he's getting money from somewhere.
Well, every show he's begging for money, and some foolish people send it in. So he's
But
constantly
his
begging.
audience would have had to decrease, right? How many views is he getting on his new YouTube channel?
Oh, I'm not. Probably on his YouTube channel, it's maybe a few hundred. But
Yeah, that's decreased.
you add it up for other ones, and yes.
Well, even his old one, when he had over 100,000 subscribers, his subscriber to viewership was low. So
that's how they knew he was buying subscribers, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he was using that donation money to buy subscribers, but I don't know how that helps. I mean, how does that help?
He can just show he's the big man. I think that's all he's trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel too that I don't pimp or try to get views out. I put up my opinions and here and there, and I get like 2 or 3 likes. I've got 8 subscribers. So.
Oh, I have now a good YouTube channel, and you can all subscribe.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Yeah.
I will put out more videos. I promise. More things coming up. So thank you, Claude, for the little commercial that I can run here. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna click like.
What is it called? What is
right?
your channel called?
Mr. Logo 73.
Mr. Logo 73.
And mine is Woohoo. Woohoo.
Okay, and just Woohoo as it's spelt. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like if you like if I make a comment or something, you could probably click on my name and go to my channel from there.
Oh,
my
yes.
Woohoo name.
Yeah.
And it's I'm not what you call a very charismatic personality, so but
Yeah,
it's more to get my just to vent a little bit about certain topics. And plus I don't stick to one topic. I go from classic rock bands to religious topics to maybe relationship topics. So I don't have a focus.
So. Correct, Claude. That's correct. Mr. Logo 73.
Yeah. Well, we might, it's sort of late at night here, so we might call it quits, I think. And
I gotta go.
You can go and watch your football.
Nice talking to you. I like the Claude channel. You don't hang around too long.
No, well, it can't go for hours and hours.
Like Misty Maud goes for 4 or 5 hours.
She has stamina. I don't.
Yeah.
But Claude, you should stream more regularly, right? Maybe then people will come in.
Well,
maybe every weekend or somewhere.
By the way, I did get your notification, so that helped a lot. I wouldn't have seen it without the notification, so that's good.
Well, I've been traveling a bit lately, and that makes it harder. But I'll try and get myself regular again, and I keep up. I'm able to do the shorts and every day normally, but there's normally enough material for that. He's made some stupid news statement or whatever.
Yeah. Keep putting out them shorts. I watch them. I watch about every one of them. So.
Some of them are a bit the same, but I try and catch him when he says one thing on one short and says the opposite on another. I like that.
If you can ever find him talking about his theory of the moon craters, because you could put up a short like that, because I know it exists out there. I'm just too lazy to search for it. It's probably from 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Claude Bowles, who must be a relative of mine, says Brandon Irish was streaming all day yesterday. Now, what shows Brandon come on to? Is he on Ghosts the Ghosts or is he on Mod Show? I can't remember. Anyway, he mentions that he was complaining about Smokey Saint.
There was a guy on Missy Mod last night named Claude Balls. CLODBOBALLS or something. We knew it wasn't you.
Oh, he's been on Mod Show, yeah.
It was an imposter. Because I brought you up yesterday. I went on Missy Mod. Missy Mod and I have a strained relationship, but she's allowed me back on the stream. And so I mentioned, has Claude ever come on these streams? So you've got a new fan. I think you have a new cult. I'm like totally on board. So I'll be your cult member.
Yeah. I wonder if we know who Claude is. I wonder if we know who Claude is. I wonder if he's a regular person.
It's probably Gangster Ghost, because he has a habit of doing that stuff. I'm going to go with Gangster Ghost.
It's quite funny.
Set up those kind of things.
Well. Yeah. Okay, folks. Well, good night. And I go and check out your channels now.
Thank you, Claude. Thank you for the nice show.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. See you then. Bye.